What if you could start a business, and even though you didn't have many followers, if you followed a simple process, you could completely crush it and grow your following? Hello, my name is Olivia, and if you don't know, I help the multicultural millennial to brand on social media and to earn also at the same time. So if you have not done so, do like and subscribe so you get, notified for all the videos that I do, which are on a weekly basis. So today I want to talk about how you can build your brand online and offline with no followers. And I had this analogy and I want to read it to you just because I wrote it down. I'm like, I just want to make sure that I don't go off script because I tend to digress. Welcome to my world. But starting a business with no followers is like planting a seed in a vast field. Initially, there's no visibility. But with the consistency case of strategically nurturing, time, and seeding is the potential to grow a thriving garden. Now, we always heard this. The seeds that you plant now are not the ones that you will reap straight away, right? It takes approximately 3 months to 6 months for something to start reaping. Because have you ever put something, for example, one of my plants that I got, Winning, which is not this new one here. Winning came about a few months ago and she wasn't growing any plant yet. She wasn't growing any buds. But I had to nurture, I had to love on her. I had to feed her with water. I had to feed her with light for her to be able to be, oh, wow. And now she's starting to sprout after 2 months now. My home, I love being surrounded by love. I always talk to my plants, but how can you start thinking of where you're going to do? And this is how we're going to do it with FITLINE, with PM International, okay? So how do you start a business with followers? And if you guys don't see, if I'm looking down, it's just because I got a couple of notes. Before I start explaining exactly how you can start in 3 simple ways, I really want you guys to understand that, first of all, I started with 300 followers, more or less, on Facebook. And I wasn't on Facebook until maybe 2014, 2015. So I haven't been very long on social media. I was before on Instagram, but Facebook, I just really didn't like it, nor really understand it. I think I had about 300 followers. On Insta was a little bit more, maybe 300, 400. But that's how I started. No followers on LinkedIn, no followers on YouTube, no followers on TikTok. But I built it to a point where now I look and feel good, where now I know exactly what to do because I've practiced the basics better. When you go to the gym, they always say, let's warm up first, then let's get into the nitty gritty, and then we'll cool down later. Same thing, your business has to start maybe producing a little bit more. So when we start with your followers, we're going to be understanding, first of all, who are you? Who is it that you represent? What is it that you that you have overcome that you can help your people? So before we do the branding, because when you start with no followers, with PM International, goal is, and we have 5 different ways for you guys to understand, is to try the product, right? So get your order. Once you try the product, how does it make you feel? Then you talk about it to others, how your experience has been. Then your goal is to find 5 people to purchase a minimum of 100 pounds of products, more or less. So it's probably 80, something like that. But it's equivalent. 100 points is like $100, more or less, 100 euros. And then from then, have other people try it just like you so they can give you your testimonial. In order to start a thriving business with FITLINE, you need to try what 90% of our sales is on this product and this one. Of course, I don't have the exotic because I don't have any more. But what is those basis of those products with your favorite one? This is my favorite one. The crack, aka the chakra drink, aka the one that will give you the energy, the vibe for you to stand out, for you to power through the day, for you to be able to walk fast, to be fast. I even just had a friend, he messaged me and he's like, I'm gonna try the crack tonight and see like how my sex life is going to go. I was like, okay, keep me posted. And he's like, he messaged me. Of course, now he's a man, so sometimes you have to get the words out of a man, but that's okay. And so he messaged me. He's like, your shit is so good. I'm going to try with 3 scoops. Dude, double power. I don't know what that means, double power. But clearly, he is more excited than me. So I have to keep you posted. But that is his experience on the product. What does other people feel about your product? Now, it doesn't need to go that way to PG-13, but what can it feel? So how do you build followers? Number one is, as we're building you on social media, we're going to do two things. We're going to do cold market and warm market. Warm market is the people that you know around you, okay? Now, how do you build with social media and your followers? Mainly you have like a contact list on WhatsApp, on, maybe on social media that you already know of people. That is your warm market. Okay, now some of them may not be also on social media, but as you're growing, you can ask them to start being like friends on social media. If you have never really reconnected with them, get them to follow your stories, your social media and stuff. Now, how do you get to building followers? Followers is really simple. It's going to start creating relationships. Just like when you go downstairs to go and get your bread, or, I have a butcher next to where I live, I'm going to create a relationship. Hey, how are you? Long time no see. We're going to go into groups to understand, like Facebook groups, building the relationship, becoming friends on social media, because there's a button that says adding friends. So becoming friends with the person. Then it's also going to be understanding, from where can you also meet other people. It may be, for example, at a party that you met them, or at dinner. At dinner, you're going to start creating and saying, hey, look, I love your vibe. I'd love to reconnect. Do you have an Instagram so I can follow your story, so I can follow who you are? That is telling stories. So finding your people is going to be understanding who you stand for. What is it that you have overcome that you can help somebody on this other side, okay? Number two, as you're building your social media, we're going to be understanding which platform. Is it going to be Facebook? Is it going to be Instagram? Is it going to be YouTube? Is a very slow platform. Is it going to be LinkedIn? Is it going to be TikTok? So there's various different ways, but I will basically build you on things that I think matter. I can't really talk about Snapchat, but what I can say is I can build it on Instagram. I can help you build it on Facebook, right? I can help you build it on TikTok because I've built it myself. Now, it's understanding how you can get better at it, okay? Now, I don't have much battery, so I'm going to wrap it up with this because I only realized right now, it's just like it's pinging right now. But those are the things that we're going to start building on. Who is it? What is the common denominator that people in groups or on Facebook have? And by reaping and doing it every single day, it will do the compound effect. A book that's really, really good from Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect, is showing up every single day and doing the repetitive, same boring thing, but that's how you're going to build followers. When I started 300 to 400 on each platform, after 3 years, we're more than 20K in terms of followers on all different platforms. What if you could have the same thing, but you showed up every single day with consistency, with belief, with storytelling, and also selling your products in the DMs, because you sell in the DMs. You don't sell only on social media. You sell in the DMs. You also build relationship in the DMs. That's where it starts. So guys, if you have loved that, do tell me in the comments below. If you want to message me, you want to build a business, absolutely just drop hybrid. If not, you can follow. If you have not done, do like, subscribe, and I shall see you on the next video. Talk to you.